Hi, you guys. It's Yaz. And today I'm going to answer a common question that a lot of people ask. So many people think well, does the narcissist know how to love? Do they even know how to love somebody? Okay. Well, it's like this. All right. A lot of people want to say narcissists are delusional. A lot of people want to say the narcissist doesn't know how to love or something along those lines. But narcissists are very aware. They're not stupid. They're smart in a conniving kind of, manipulation type of manner. But in the long-term scheme of life, they're stupid, all right? That's why most of their lives are a mess. They jump from one to the other to the other. They break up marriages. They break up homes with children because, they're completely selfish people. But do they know what love is and how to love? A narcissist knows what love is, but a narcissist doesn't trust anybody. So in order to love somebody, you have to completely open up yourself and be vulnerable to that person, all right? Narcissists are afraid of being vulnerable. They're afraid of getting hurt. This is why they're never all in. They're never all into a relationship. This is why they don't leave themselves open to get hurt. This is why a lot of them have backup options, because they're afraid to put their trust into somebody that person is going to hurt them. Now, why do they feel this way? Why can't they just trust? Well, some of them came from traumatic households or childhoods where they didn't see love, all right? Maybe their parents were always fighting. Maybe they didn't, come from a loving type of home, or maybe they were the entitled type, they were, entitled type of child that, got whatever they wanted and was spoiled and never learned how to value anything. But the thing is this, you guys, narcissists know what love is, okay? They know what love is, and so many people think they're unaware of things or they're in their own sense of reality. They know what reality is, but reality doesn't work to their benefit. This is the difference. They know what the truth is, but they block it out or they justify their sense of truth, okay, so that they don't have to face shame. So the bottom line is this, okay? When you sit there and say, well, maybe they just don't know how to love or something, they know what love is, but they are not willing to make themselves vulnerable and take that chance of getting hurt. A lot of them are hurt individuals through their childhood development. They look at the world as, everybody's out to get somebody. You've got to do what you got to do because if you don't, the next guy will. So they always try to be one step ahead and they're afraid of getting hurt. That's why if you ever got over on a narcissist before they ever got over on you, you would crush that narcissist because their whole frame of mind is to get over on you before you ever get over on them. They always want to have the upper hand on everything. That's why a lot of them will cheat on you before the relationship even breaks down and you would ever think of cheating back on them because, they will never take a chance that you would ever get over on them because they feel like, you know what? Everybody cheats, all right? And if you ever hear somebody say that, like everybody cheats, that is somebody that you could never trust that will cheat on you, all right? That is somebody who doesn't believe in love. They know what love is, but they don't believe in it. And as a matter of fact, when you're a very, straightforward type of person, you're an honest person, you're a person that walks in the truth, or you're a righteous person, that narcissist looks at you as a sucker. When you're a nice person and you're very, very overly nice to the narcissist, they don't value your niceness. They look at you as stupid, okay? You're stupid because you're letting yourself be vulnerable. when you sit there and you put all your energy and effort into the narcissist, they look at you like you don't know the game, okay? You don't know the game. And they take advantage of people like that because they feel like, you're a sucker. Narcissists basically think that they're smarter than everybody else till they get played by another narcissist or by a super empath. And this happens. And that's when you're going to really see that narcissistic rage, when a narcissist gets played by one of their own or by a super empath who's had it with the narcissist and wants to give it back to them, pay them back for all the hurt that they've, inflicted on them. But see, narcissists, you're going to see this, you guys. Narcissists feel like life is a game, all right? And that you've got to be smarter and slicker and more, sneaky than the next person. So the way they do that, and especially if you're dealing with a covert narcissist, is they never show their hand. A covert narcissist never shows their hand. They're never going to let you know what they're thinking, what they're feeling, what they're doing. Everything is under the radar. And, the minute that relationship may, bore the covert narcissist or it's not fulfilling them because they feel like you're supposed to make them happy, is the minute that covert narcissist is going to be behind your back looking to replace you or looking for some kind of other happiness, but they're not going to tell you that. They're going to pretend like everything's great in the relationship, That's why a lot of times you may have an argument with a covert narcissist or a disagreement with them, and you're thinking like everything's okay, or they're telling you everything's okay, and they're secretly plotting behind your back to either get back at you or, to find somebody else and discard you. So the thing is this, you guys, they're very well aware of what love is, but love doesn't benefit them. See, when you love somebody, you have to put in work. Love is work. I mean, there's a big payoff when you have a relationship where you love the person and you're getting that mutual love and respect back. That's one of the greatest things that you could find on this earth, is somebody who's willing to put in the work that you put in. That's why I always say when you deal with somebody, they've got to match your energy. If they don't match your energy, then most times they're not all in, and you need to recognize that and say, whoa. I'm the one always calling. I'm the one always texting. I'm the one who's, more concerned about this relationship than the other person. They're not all in, okay? They're not making the effort. And part of making the effort when you love somebody is to compromise yourself, is to be able to do something for somebody else that you normally would not want to do. For example, let's say you're in a serious relationship or you're married to that person, and that person on the weekends likes to go to car shows and you don't like that. You compromise yourself and do things for the other person to show your support and your love for that person. And that other person should be doing the same for you and willing to compromise and sacrifice for you in supporting you in whatever endeavors you want to do. But see, when you're dealing with a narcissist, they just want to do whatever the hell they want to do. And a lot of them, and I've had clients come back to me, tell me that the narcissist said to them, well, nobody tells me what to do. Well, if somebody comes to you and says to you, well, nobody tells me what to do, then you know what? Stay single. You shouldn't be in a relationship. Because when you're in a relationship, you're not a free agent, all right? You're not a free agent. If you want that person to respect you, then you've got to respect them, okay? But see, narcissists don't want to do that. They're bullies. They want to do what they want to do, and they expect you to, come along for the ride, but they don't want to bend for you. And that's the difference between somebody who truly loves you and wants to sacrifice for you. Narcissists don't want to do things that they don't want to do. They want to do whatever they enjoy doing or whatever benefits them, okay? It's like in the bedroom. A lot of narcissists, when it comes to sex, it's purely sex. It's purely getting off. They're not into the intimacy. They may pretend in the beginning to be intimate with you by cuddling with you or holding your hand. All of this till they get the supply out of you, whatever that supply could be. Maybe just having sex to get off, or maybe to get money, or maybe to live in your house. They try to show you that, that romance or that intimacy, but it's not real. It's not real. And then later on, when they're just using you for instant gratification or instant pleasure in sex, they just use you to satisfy their needs. They're not concerned about satisfying your needs. Or they may not just, if they're not into you sexually or they're not giving you sex, then they're with you for something else. I always tell people, if you have a narcissist with you and they're never looking to be intimate or have sex with you, they're with you for something else. Maybe they're with you because they want to live in your house, and they'll say something like, well, sex isn't everything. Okay, well, then, you're not in a relationship that you proclaim you want to be in. Then they're getting sex from somebody else, and they're telling you this, and they're using you for something else. They could be using you for money. They could be using you for a place to, live, or they could be using you just to boost their ego. There's some narcissists that will contact you that are not even looking for money or sex. They're just contacting you because they love the attention that you give them, okay? But see, getting back on point about, does a narcissist know what love is or what the essence of love is? Yeah, they know what it is, but they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it because it doesn't benefit them, okay? Because in order to love somebody means you need to submit to them, okay? Narcissists don't even submit to God. What makes you think they're going to submit to you? And you could tell by what they do that they don't submit to God because of the way they live. They're a liar. They're a manipulator. A lot of them are thieves. They will rob somebody. They don't follow divine law, okay? They do what they want. That's not a person that submits to God, although they'll proclaim that they're a religious person to try to fool you into thinking that, they're a good person, they're an honest person. Oh, they go, to church or synagogue once a week or mosque, all right? They'll put that out there to try to fool you into making you think that they are a moral and just person, and that couldn't be further from the truth. The way you're going to know is by the way they live. Are they living a moralistic and godly type of life, or are they just talking about it? They're just talking the talk, but they're not walking the walk. That's how you're going to know they're full of shit and they're not a person of God or a religious person or a person with morals and principles, okay? So in order to love somebody, you need to submit to them. That means that you need to be able to take criticism. You need to be able to work with them. You need to be able to compromise with them. You need to help them out from time to time, just as that person would do for you. But a relationship with a narcissist is one-sided, okay? One-sided. They want you to be there for their benefit, but they're not there for your benefit. It's like a narcissist with their kids. They want to be there for the good times, the fun times, going on vacations, going to restaurants, but the hard times, like staying up with a kid all night that's sick, or taking a kid to a doctor's office and sitting there, or doing hours of homework, or filling out college applications, or driving the kids here, there, and everywhere, or dealing with a kid that's dealing with emotional problems, they don't want to deal with that. They turn off to that. Why? Because it takes work. Because, in order to love somebody, you have to put in the work. But the difference is, it's not that they're oblivious. A narcissist is not, they're not mentally, insane where they don't understand. They understand. A lot of them are very sharp. They're sharper than a lot of empaths, okay, because they think in a very sneaky, conniving type of way. But when it comes to the long-term game, the game of life, they're stupid. They're stupid. That's why a lot of them have broken relationships. A lot of them have a lot of different relationships with kids all over the place, and kids growing up that are, have a parent that's absent or something like that because they had a selfish, narcissistic, no empathy type of parent, all right? And later on in life, when that narcissist gets older, guess what? These kids don't want to know the narcissist, or people that the narcissist burnt bridges with. They don't want to know the narcissist. And the narcissist is going to get older. They're not going to have that much supply left. They're going to get bitter, and they're going to be attacking to whoever is around them because they're not going to be able to do what they used to do. And they're going to find that their world gets smaller and smaller and smaller, okay? And why is this? Because the narcissist never wanted to put in the work of loving people, okay? So what you put out there is what you get back, all right? So when you show people kindness and when you show people love, you will be surprised how good will come back to you. How some people will appreciate the fact that you're being nice to them or kind to them. And later on, they may do something nice and kind for you out of nowhere. How do I know? Because I've had people do that for me, all right? Where I did something nice for somebody just because I'm a very empathic type of person, tried to help them out with something, and they would try to do something nice back for me. But when you're a miserable person like a narcissist that doesn't put yourself out, guess what? People don't want to put themselves out for you. And when you're in trouble, and it will happen later on in life, the narcissist gets into trouble in some shape or form. They may get sick. They may need you. They may have financial problems. Something may happen. And guess what? Nobody's going to put themselves out for that narcissist because they remember how the narcissist wasn't there for them, okay? So the narcissist knows how to love, but they choose not to love because they don't want to put in the work. They don't want to put in the work because they don't think it's beneficial to have to put in all the work when they could just go somewhere else for another supply and they don't have to put in the work. But what they don't realize is that they won't get the payout of return of putting that work in if they don't put in the work, okay? That they lose relationships, they lose people, nobody wants to be around them, and they will never feel that sense of completeness, all right? A narcissist feels empty inside. People sit there and they may have gotten discarded by a narcissist, they may have left them for somebody else, but understand this, the narcissists themselves, they could go with the most good-looking person in the world, the richest person in the world, and guess what? They're still not going to be satisfied because they get bored and it's never enough. And the problem is them. The problem is the fact that they don't feel validated themselves as a person. So nothing is enough for the narcissist, okay? And they don't want love. They want fun and games. A narcissist wants fun and games. That's what they want. They want to live their life with fun and games till it gets hot in the kitchen, and then they're scrambling to try to find somebody to help them out of a mess, okay? That's the truth. But they know what love is, but they think that people that make themselves vulnerable to love are suckers because they will get hurt. And a lot of people do get hurt when they open themselves up to love because they open themselves up to love to the wrong people. If you got hurt in a relationship and you opened your heart up to somebody and you did the right thing and you got hurt by that person, the bottom line is you picked the wrong person. You picked the wrong person. You may have been fooled because they were nice to you in the beginning. You may have been fooled because they did things for you. You may have been fooled because they tried to mirror you and you thought they were just like you. But you know what you missed? I'm going to tell you what you missed. You moved too fast. This is how you're going to know. You move too fast without knowing this person. You've got to move like a snail and watch this person in every scenario. You got to watch them when they're mad, see how they react to being mad. You've got to look at them when they're sad. You got to look at them when they're depressed. You got to look at them when they don't have money. How do they deal when they don't have money? You've got to look at them when they do have money. People can change when they have money and when they don't have money, okay? People that were nice and kind to you, the minute that they have money, will drop you in a second, all right? Drop you in a second. And people that don't have money can be very nice to you because maybe they need you for something, all right? But the thing is, a narcissist likes, they like the fast life. They don't want to work at anything. And in order to love somebody and grow a healthy relationship, you've got to, move slow. You got to move slowly, and you have to build that foundation in order to build a stable house. But what a narcissist does is they build a quick house, a prefab house that collapses in a storm because they didn't take their time with it. All right. You didn't take your time with it. You built with somebody and the foundation wasn't strong, or you built with somebody who didn't want to put the work in. But they know what love is, but they think people that open themselves up and open their heart up, they're a bunch of suckers. That's what they really think. I'm telling you, that's what they really think. When you sit there with a narcissist and you tell them, I love you so much, you're the most greatest thing, you look at their face. They'll be smirking. They'll be smirking because they're saying to themselves, look at you. You're a sucker. You're putting all your energy into me, and you should only know what I'm doing behind your back, okay? And that's the truth, because I've seen that, all right? So you guys, bottom line is, stay away from a narcissist if you're looking for anything serious. They're not serious-minded people. They will drop people if they can replace you, all right? If you don't benefit them, they'll drop you in a second, okay? Even when it comes to family, all right? They have no sense of family. They have no sense of love because you're blood. When you have a narcissistic family, you are a lone soldier with these people because they don't know what it is to be family because they're so fucking competitive with each other. They're each out trying to shine each other up, and they mob and they gang up against the person that is the truth teller, because the truth teller is the threat that will expose them, okay? So they love to call the truth teller crazy. What better way to discredit a truth teller than to gang up, mob on somebody, and call them, crazy? Classic covert narcissistic behavior, all right? But the point I'm trying to make is there's no love in a narcissistic family, and there's no love when you get in a serious relationship with a narcissist because they don't want to give. It's not that they can't give. It's not that they don't know what love is. They choose not to because it's not to their benefit, and they don't want to be vulnerable, and they don't want to leave themselves open for getting hurt, okay? Because they don't trust you. They don't trust people. They don't even trust themselves, okay? So somebody with a mindset like that, you can never, ever have peace of mind or be in a relationship with someone like that because they're not all in. Again, go listen to my podcast, The Intent of the Narcissist. They're not all in. All right, you guys, I got to run. I hope that helps you understand. If it does, hit the subscribe button, share. Go check me out on YouTube. Everything is on YouTube. I keep putting out more and more videos on YouTube on covert narcissists, discard, malignant narcissists, triangulation, all these kind of snaky things that they do, okay? Check it out on YouTube at the Game Exposed Podcast on YouTube, and Facebook and Instagram is the Game EXP123. Watch out for any fake pages that aren't the Game EXP123, okay? And have a great day. If you guys are having a problem in your dating or relationship, or you're dealing with somebody maybe that's narcissistic, you don't know if they're a narcissist, or you're just having problems, you're in a toxic relationship, and you need some clarity on it, go to the link in the podcast description for my website where I offer email and phone coaching. If you have a quick question, just a quick question, and you want to get a video sent back to you answering your question, there's also a link there for Vizio where I will send you a personalized video answering your question. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and I want to tell you about my 2 books on Amazon. The first book is Regain Your Power. It's all about power and relationship. Who has the power in the relationship? And it goes into all of that, okay? The other book is Signs He's Not Into You, He's Wasting Your Time, okay? Check it out. It gives you a lot of good clues as to whether you're with somebody who's a real one or somebody who's just going to waste your time. You could read them both with Kindle's free trial membership. So check it out. Link is in the podcast description. Hi, you guys. I just want to let you know that the Game Exposed now has their merchandise available. Check out the link in the bio, and you could go check it out. There's cool hoodies, cool sweatpants, cool hats. So go to the bio for the link. And also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook at The Game EXP 123, and also on Instagram, The Game EXP 123. Okay? And have a great day.